YouTube, welcome back to SIBZ, West Coast, East Coast.
How many? You've
siblings.
done 3? There you go.
Hey, I did it right.
Oh my God.
Cool, I just have to remember that. Siblings. We are on episode 3 of The Flight Attendant. Things are really starting to heat up in this episode. We've got some interesting things going on, some new storylines that are... Before we get into the 3 biggest takeaways, don't forget to like this video if you like this video, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you can be notified of all things SIBZ. Getting into The Flight Attendant, episode 3. I almost said season 1, but it's a mini-series, you guys, so there are only going to be 8 of them. Biggest takeaway number 1, we find out that Alex Sokolov works at a company, and we find out in this episode that his parents secretly own the company that he works at, and they're laundering money to some very powerful, very sketchy people. The type of people that Annie, Cassie's highfalutin lawyer friend, works for. They're her clients. Annie automatically knows and is scared for Cassie because whatever is going on with the Sokolovs, Alex's parents, now has to do with Cassie because she was probably the last person to see Alex alive. Except, of course, for his murderer. Biggest takeaway number 2, Megan, Cassie's flight attendant friend, who said that she was her best friend, and I was a little confused because Megan said that she was Cassie's best friend, and then Annie said that she was Cassie's best friend. Seems like Annie's Cassie's real best friend, and Megan is just like a creepy kind of like stalker. I want to be your best friend, but I don't know you that well. But like, anyway, they're friends for sure. But Megan gets drunk and like has this weird conversation with Cassie, and a little bit later on we find out that Megan is working as a spy for a different company that has her involved in corporate espionage with her husband's company. Super confusing. We don't know who this other company is, and obviously this must have something to do with Alex's death and the Sokolovs. Megan is supposed to download some facial recognition software off of her husband's laptop and give it to these people that she's spying on. So as of right now, that's all we know. But this company that she is spying for, they have connections in Seoul. Alex was murdered in Bangkok. I think in the first episode we get some hints that the government in Bangkok was covering up the last 6 hours of surveillance footage around Alex's death. So it seems like there's some corporate espionage going on, as well as maybe some governmental things happening surrounding Alex Sokolov's death. Biggest takeaway number 3, Cassie meets Miranda. And we can confirm that the woman who's been spying on Cassie, Missy from Doctor Who, is Miranda. Dun dun dun! She accidentally runs into her on the train and they meet face to face. In this episode, we learned that she was not Alex's girlfriend, but we know that Alex's mother hates her, and his family also does not like Miranda, but we don't know why yet. Now, some honorable mentions, things that happened in this episode that don't quantify as a biggest takeaway, but are still, I think, important, is 1, Cassie is able to walk out of Alex's funeral because of some call that Annie made to her clients to tell the Sokolovs to back off Cassie. Who are Annie's clients? And who the heck are the Sokolovs? This all seems to be very connected. And I would bet that the Sokolovs have connections to the company that Megan is spying for. Ooh, I was like doing all these connections and trying to say them out right. Annie is connected with these people in a big way because she can call in favors. Another honorable mention for this episode is, throughout the series so far, Cassie has been having flashbacks of time spent with her father when she was younger. We see that they're out in the woods hunting and she has her first beer with her dad. But then we see in this episode that her dad has passed away when she's very young and she starts drinking hard alcohol. So we can confirm for sure that Cassie is an alcoholic. Unfortunately, she's a functioning alcoholic. And that is contributing to whatever is going on, these psychotic breaks that she's having. If that is indeed what's going on, I still think that she could have been drugged and that's why she blacked out the night Alex died, but we don't know for sure yet. So you guys, obviously, this is the last...
Excuse me. I have to clear my throat.
So obnoxious. Anyway, you guys, this is the last episode that we have until next week, and they really are throwing out all of these big things. So I'm really, really excited about this series. I love it so far. It's so good, especially because we're not getting You this year like we usually do every December. You should be back sometime in February. So the same creators, the same producers, team is working on this show, The Flight Attendant, and so far so great. I'm really, really enjoying it. I think the cast is great, the acting is great, the storytelling is very layered, very intriguing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That is all that I have for episode 3 of HBO Max's new miniseries, The Flight Attendant. So, can you leave the light on? That would be great. Anyway, you guys, don't forget to like this video if you like this video, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you can be notified of when I release coverage of the next episode of The Flight Attendant, which will be next Thursday. So, yeah.